Hello everyone, welcome back to this new tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be dealing with the theory of statistics and why exactly we need statistics in a course like data science and machine learning. So let's just get an answer for that, like why do we need statistics in the first place? So finding structure in data and making predictions, these two things are the most important steps in data science. Here in particular, statistical methods are essential since they are able to handle many different analytical tasks. So that is the main reason why statistics plays a very crucial role in providing us the solution to a given business problem. So it is also used to process complex problems in the real world so that data scientists and analysts like you and me can look for meaningful trends and changes and also insights through some data. So, in simple words, statistics can be used to derive meaningful insights from data by performing mathematical computations on it. And that is the reason we'll be seeing some common terms from statistics which we might have come across in our school days or in our college. Just have a look at it again. So, the first term is the mean. So, it's nothing but the average where we add all the numbers and then we divide by the total number of numbers. So, here in this case, we have a set of numbers. There are nine numbers. We add all the numbers and we divide by nine. That is the total number. And we get the mean or the average. That is 15. So, this is a very basic concept. Next is the median. So median is nothing but the center value in a list in a set of numbers. But we have to keep in mind a very important point here that whenever we have a set of numbers, it should be sorted, like it should go from the smallest number to the largest number. Only then we will be able to find out the right median, that is the middle value in the list of numbers. So here again, there are nine numbers. So in order to find the central number from a set of numbers, we add one and we divide by two, that is 10 divided by 2. So we get 5, which is the fifth number. So here in this case, the fifth number is 14. Moving on, mode. Mode is nothing but the number or the value or the element which occurs most often than any other number in a given set of numbers. So if there is no repetition of any numbers, then there is no mode for the list. So here we can see 13 is repeated 4 times. So we say that the 13 is the mode of this set of numbers. Next is the range. So range is basically nothing but the difference between the largest value and the smallest value given in the set of numbers. So here in this case, the largest value is 21 and the smallest is 13. So we just subtract those two numbers and we get our range. Again, this is a very simple concept, nothing great in this. Then comes the variance. Variance, in simple words, it is nothing but the average of the squared differences from the mean. So, as I've mentioned here in the last line, it is a measure of how much something changes or how much something varies from the mean value in a given set of numbers. Let's have a look at one simple example and then we'll get a clear idea about the variance. Here is the example. So here we have heights in millimeters, that is 600, 470, 170, 430 and 300. So the first step while finding a variance is we find the mean of our elements. So here in this case, the mean is 394. We simply add all the numbers and divide it by 5 in this case because the total number of elements is 5. After we have the mean, we take out the difference of every number from the mean. So here we say 600 minus 394, which is 206, 470 minus 394, which is 76, and so on. We do it for every particular element. We then square the difference. We square the difference and then we take the average of the result. So we divide it by 5 since there are 5 numbers and we get back our variance. So this is how a variance is calculated in a given set of numbers. Next up is the standard deviation. This is really simple if we know the variance already because it's can be simply calculated by taking out the square root of variance. It just means or shows us how far a particular value is from the normal. It shows us how it is a measure of how spread out the numbers are in a given set of numbers. So in the previous example, we saw the variance was 21704. So for the standard deviation, we say the square root of 21704, which is approximately 147.32. So we take 147 as a standard deviation. So using standard deviation, we have a standard way of knowing what is normal and what is extra large or extra small. Next is the percentile. So percentile is a very basic concept. It is the value below which a percentage of data falls. Now, for example, you are standing in a line wherein people are measuring their heights, and you come out to be the fourth tallest person in a group of 20. That means you come in the top 20%. So 80% of people are shorter than you. That is, it means you are at the 80th percentile. We will have a look of all these terms in much more detail in the notebook, in the video tutorial, and even in the reference notebook. Let's stop here for the theory part, and I'll see you in the next video wherein I will demonstrate all of this which we just now saw. Alright, thank you so much guys. This is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, happy analyzing. Now it's time to implement what we have learned. So let's start with mean median mode and then we'll go on. But before we actually jump, we need to import a module named NumPy. Now don't worry about it because in upcoming videos you will be seeing NumPy in a much more detail and get to know its all functions and methods. So we'll say import NumPy as NP. We are doing this as NP because we don't need to type NumPy once we import it as NP. So basically this is a shorthand for NumPy. So as of now, think of NumPy as a thing which deals with mathematical computations and functions in Python. So we'll just go and import this, and we have imported this successfully. Now what we will do is we'll create a list of speeds of cars. So we'll say speed, which is the name of the list, and we'll say let's just input some speeds. Let's say 87, 88, 89, 87, 87 again, 89, 90, again 90, again 90. uh, let's say 91. Then let's put 87. Let's just count how many we have imported. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so we have imported 11 values. Now, in order to find the mean of this list, we will simply create a variable first named mean, and we'll say equal to np dot mean. So this dot mean is nothing but a method of numpy module which gets out the mean from this list and will pass in speed. And then let's just say print mean. So the mean value is 88.63 as we can see here. That is the average of this list. Now talking about median, before we do the median of this list, we need to know that while finding out the median, we need to have the elements in a sorted manner. That is, starting from the smallest one and then going on to the largest. So right now, I don't think this list is sorted because we have 87, 88, 89, again 87. So we need to sort this list. So we'll simply say speed dot and we'll call in the sort method and we'll just press enter. Now if we see speed, we can see 87, 88, 89, 90 and 91. So it's in order. The smallest number first, the largest number in the end. So now we can again say median, just the name of the variable, and say np dot median because we want to find the median, and we'll pass in speed. Again, this median is nothing but the method of this numpy module. And when we say print median, we get back the median. Now, what exactly a median is? It is a middle number in a given set of numbers. So here 89, where you can see 89 here. So since there are 11 numbers, to find the central number, we just add in 1, that is 12, and divide by 2, that is 6. So the sixth number, which is 3, 4, 5, and 6, 89. So this 89 is the median. Then let's talk about mode. Now for mode, we need to import another module. We say from scipy, which is another module, we say import stats. Again, don't worry too much about these modules. We need to import this just to demonstrate. You will see and study them in much more detail in upcoming videos. So let's just import this, and we have successfully imported again. So we'll say mode equal to, let's say stats, we'll call in stats and use the method mode and pass in speed. And when we say print mode, we get back the mode. And mode is nothing but the number which is repeated more often than any other number. So here we can see 87 is repeated 4 times, 90 is repeated thrice, but this is repeated more times than 90. So hence we get the mode as 87. Now let's see standard deviation. It's very simple. We'll simply assign a variable first, and we'll say NP, we use the NumPy module here, and we'll say std, which is the method to find out the standard deviation, and pass in speed, and I'll say print standard underscore deviation, and we get back 1.43. So this tells us that most of the values are within the range of 1.43163 and so on from the mean value, which is 88.63. So most of the values are within the range of 1.43 from 88.63, and which is quite evident, I feel. So moving ahead to percentiles, we will first assign a variable, say prc equal to np dot percentile, and we'll pass in speed, and let's just say we want to find out the 75th percentile of the list speed, and we'll simply say print PRC, and we get back 90, which means 75% 75% of the speeds in the list are 90 or lower than 90. So this is how we go on and on with all the statistical concepts. You will see much more examples in the notebook which I'll be attaching to this video. Right now, let's just stop here. That is it from my side. Thank you so much. I hope you understood this. Thank you.